I'm Ron Mercer, and I want to welcome you to the Corporate Soul Handbook video series. I hope that these videos, the handbook, and the other resources I provide for you on the website will enhance your ability to be able to work with your team and your organization to either rediscover or nurture your corporate soul. Since this is the first in a series of videos, I thought we'd start with the very basics of how to build a firm foundation using structural pillars that will enable you to take your platform, your business, your organization to totally different levels. Over the past 30 years, I've worked with lots of different organizations and found that all organizations have stakeholders. But there are 4 stakeholders that are a constant, and they are so important to every organization that I call them structural pillars. Those structural pillars are: first, capital, source of funds; second, leadership, management. They set the tone, visions, they set the example for values. Employees, these are the folks that carry out the vision and values and execute the strategies, and they work on the front lines with those who we serve: your customers, your patients, your clients. With those 4 structural pillars in place, with those stakeholders, you can then take your platform of your organization, your business, and put it on top of those. And from there, you can build your organization even further. Let me say that I know that many of you may be viewing this that are working with startups. They could be smaller organizations, and basically it's just you and the organization today. But it's vitally important for you to concentrate on these 4 because you need to know where you're going. If you build an organization and it's only about you, the business doesn't have firm footings. It will not grow past you, and it could be stagnant and therefore decay and falter. So please, as you build your business, keep these 4 structural pillars in mind. So now we have a foundation, and we have structural pillars that are holding them up. But doesn't it seem a little bit cold and aloof? I mean, if you've ever walked through the ruins in ancient Greece, you hear the wind blowing and there's not much there. Basically, the life is gone. Well, that's where the corporate soul comes into play. Your corporate soul is the lifeblood. It's the breath that breathes life into your organization. It's the intangible that connects all these things together. It's what holds the organization together. Without your corporate soul, things tend to break down. Pillars become stronger, other pillars become weaker. There's not an equal distribution of the load. And one of the things I want to make sure that everyone understands that these may be pillars, but inside these pillars are people. These are just groups of people within your organization. Now, these 4 are very important, and you can combine them and break them down into other areas, but these 4 are so important to your organization that you need to constantly be contacting them, staying in contact with them, and monitoring their needs. People feel. People have needs. And if this group of people's needs are not fully satisfied, they will not concentrate on satisfying the needs of others. So please work with your corporate soul, and through the corporate soul, work through how you're going to fulfill the needs of each one of these. And I go into greater detail in the handbook of what the needs are of each one of these going forward. For then, you can build a firm foundation. Now, if your corporate soul is damaged or hurting, some of these pillars, these groups of people, may have become silos. Because really all a silo is a pillar with a hole in it. The difference is a silo doesn't support anything. It only supports itself. A silo is inwardly focused. A silo is a storage place. Secrets are kept there. A A silo is what I call a soul sucker. Soul suckers suck the life and the corporate soul out of your business. Silos cannot be tolerated. Silos must be worked with to bring them back to where they're living, breathing pillars of your organization. You may have silos in your organization today, and it may be tough to bring them back, but bring them back you must. And I will go through that in later videos on how you can make a silo, bring it back and make it a strong pillar for your organization. But just remember there are people inside here. And so, you know, we all do business with people, and people feel. People have feelings. And really, if you want to start describing a corporate soul is really the feeling of inside your organization. Is it cold and aloof? Does it have silos? Or is it warm and inviting? Does it enable others to feel comfortable to be a part of something greater than themselves, the purpose of your organization? A healthy corporate soul allows that. It empowers that for those people. A healthy corporate soul is hard to describe to others until you felt it. It's kind of like the wind. The wind is something that you can feel, and you can see the effects of it, but you can't put your finger on it. Or love. Love is something that you feel, but you can't really draw it. You can't put your finger on it, but you can see the effects of love. So what I'd like for you to do is concentrate going forward on these 4 structural pillars of capital, management, leadership, employees, and those who we serve. If you do that, you will have a strong foundation for your platform to build your business in the future. I hope that you found that this video has been helpful and informative, and if you have, I ask that you share it with others along with the handbook. Together we can help others either rediscover or nurture their corporate soul.